Hang gliding is the closest man has ever come to experiencing the free flight of birds. Last year, roughly 40,000 Americans took wing in one of the world's fastest growing sports. Most came down safely, but there were at least 250 serious accidents. For more than 3 years, Rod Kluwer has been gliding safely over the rugged terrain of North Los Angeles County. But on this fateful day, a series of unavoidable problems add up to disaster. As he descends nearly 1,000 feet to glide close to a mountain ridge, Kluwer suddenly finds himself on a collision course with another glider pilot. He dives, just missing the other glider, then turns toward the safety of the valley. But the wind forces him back toward the mountains. With his tail to the wind, he loses precious airspeed, and with it, his control of the glider. He dives in a desperate attempt to regain speed, but stalls in the turbulence of the canyon winds. The glider slams into the steep rocky slope and tumbles down the mountain, with Kluwer trapped helplessly in his harness. Finding him bleeding and unconscious, fellow hang glider pilots put out a call for the LA County Air Rescue Team.
We were the first helicopter on scene where we found a hang glider approximately 200, 250 feet down a cliff. There were several other hang glider enthusiasts around the gentleman. The only problem was that he was in a real steep area of the cliff, and that was going to present a problem for us to get to him.
The paramedics move fast. Kluwer's head injury, the possibility of spinal damage, and internal injuries are all serious concerns. But just as troubling is the victim's dangerous location.
Okay, take him across, walk it over there, and I'm going to go get the hoist, and I'll set up, and I'll put the gurney, the stoke stretcher right down to you, okay?
Let me get a radio from you first.
Yeah.
Okay.
The steepness and instability of the mountain slope makes every step treacherous. The paramedic finds Kluwer coherent and able to move his limbs. He has a broken arm and a possible concussion. As the paramedic checks Kluwer's vital signs, a new problem arises. The pilot's glider safety system is equipped with a high-velocity rocket that can be used to deploy a parachute during extreme emergencies.
There's 2 buckles in my chest. I know where we got it.
Hey,
you guys.
He has a rocket.
Yo.
Yo.
I got a rocket and it's unbuckled, okay?
Which side of it?
It's on my side going down.
Okay, don't worry.
Okay?
If anyone should accidentally trigger the rocket while it's on the ground, it becomes a deadly projectile.
Good, Zach.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it.
I'm telling you I can move.
Yes, sir.
You want to go on your back?
I want to go on my back.
Okay, what we want you to do is get out of all this gear. Okay, you guys.
I need a little help in holding my arm.
Hold the shoulder. You hold this, yeah.
Don't grab the arm. Pivot on my leg here. Okay. Now somebody take the right arm.
Kluwer's rocket is situated precariously under his body, endangering himself and everyone around him. Precious minutes are lost as the rocket is removed and secured. But the most difficult phase of the rescue will be airlifting Kluwer from the unstable incline.
Probably the most dangerous type of rescues we do. You have that big helicopter right over your head, and you have real tough working conditions. You're on the side of a cliff. You have the potential of somebody else getting hit in the head by a rock, possibly, and then going down the hill.
That little jerk right there you felt was when he went into slow motion. He's still coming up. He's about 5 feet from the skid. Back up yourself about 10 feet if you can.
As Clure recovers from his painful ordeal, he looks back on the rescue mission that saved his life.
I think given what they had to work with, in the bad situation that I was, in the kind of terrain that I was, I don't think anybody could ask anybody to do a better job than they did. All in all, everything they did was very comfortable, and considering my arm was broken and kind of pointing every which way, and my head was bleeding, and, you know, maybe even a mild concussion. You know, I didn't have a lot of coherency on what was going on.
Yeah,
I think they did quite a bit with what they had to work with.
While insisting that hang gliding is a relatively safe sport, Clure has not decided if he'll try it again. Whether it's hang gliders or helicopters, proper training and equipment can mean the difference between life and death. I'm Gil Gerard. Join us next time when Code 3 brings you more real-life stories from around the country and around the world.